Hi, my name is Terry Lee from Sweet Pea Papers and the Sweet Pea Papers Facebook group. This is video 2 in our Teal Memories series, and this is not a design team project or anything. This is a Sweet Pea Papers project, and today we'll be using the Teal Memories Mega Kit by Victoria Designs. And on a side note, this page can be made to either a left page or a right page. Also remember, if you want a copy of these typewritten step-by-step notes that to go along with the video, then you can get those at the Sweet Pea Papers Facebook group. The link is at the very end of the video, and it's also in the text under the video. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we've got our paper. Let me set that aside for right now. We have 2 envelopes, and I've glued them together side by side, or front to front. This is the backs of the envelopes. So you want to ink them first, and then glue them front to front together, and then leave a pocket. I thought I left it, and leave a pocket at the top. Okay, now I'm not going to write top or anything on here because to decorate this envelope combo, I'm going to go ahead and use this carrier page, which is just on typewriting paper. And we're going to glue it on here with our repositionable tape and then print it, and then come back and do the other side. So I want to get this part on the envelope, and then we will do I might have to print a second carrier page, or actually no I won't. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to glue one of the sides down. Oh shoot, didn't want to glue it on the pre-made sticky. Kind of activates it. I thought I was out of these, and I bought some refills, and then I realized that there was some left in here. Okay, so we're going to turn this over with the side that's down. You can watch my tutorial on printing on envelopes. That was published a couple weeks ago from today's date, and today is August 4th, to see exactly how to do this. So I'm going to put you on hold for a second, and I'm going to print both sides of this envelope. Alright, I have both sides of the envelope printed, which is nice. Of course, it's going to be white right inside the pockets. There's no other way to print it like that. Now, you could have covered it by itself without printing on it, and you just would have had to cut out where this V is on your paper and then put the paper on top. Then you would have had to repeat the same thing on the other side and put the paper on top of that. Then that would leave you having to put an insert in here to cover this part on both sides. Okay, I don't know if you can see it on there. See, this is where the card or whatever goes in the envelope. And that's the same thing on the other side. Now, I did ink these before I printed them. It's just easier for me. So what we're going to do next, I'm referring to my notes because I've actually already recorded video 3, and I didn't have any two-sided tape, repositionable tape. But then I discovered that yes, I actually do, but I had made a mistake in rolling it out. So we're going to cut the flap off of one of the envelopes and use it as a pocket. So this one is actually printed upside down, so we're going to do it this way. So that means we're going to cut off this pocket. Okay, so let's do that. I think I saw this online, and I don't remember who I saw it from, so I wish I could give them credit, but but I can't. So what did I just say? This was going to go this way. Yeah. And so we need to cut, oh no, wait. Which one would make it better? This one would make a better pocket cover. So cut it straight across where your ink line is. Try to get all your little repositionable glue pieces off. Okay, and then we're going to cut this tab off. Then we're going to flip over to the other side, glue the point to the point right there, only we're only going to glue it on the bottom, and that will make a tuck on this side. I could, I guess, put the glue down the center as well and make 2 tuck spots, which I think would be more reasonable. So let's glue this across the bottom. In fact, I know I saw this online. It was probably Tanya at Tatty Treasure or Mandy at Sunflowers and Doors. That's who I've kind of been watching lately. It's also what gave me the idea of doing a page at a time, because they do like a feature at a time, and then make the book and then decide where the pieces should go. So this has worked out pretty well with the pages. I believe the next time we get together, that's not a design team project, we'll do a manila folder fun thing. Okay, so now we've glued this on. Did I glue it down the center? No, I did not. Wait for the bubble. We're going to glue it right up the center as a pocket on each side. We're going to glue it on the bottom. Okay, so let's glue this down here, and that will give us a double tuck spot. I should have flipped it over so the sticky side was down, but it's too late now. Okay, so we're going to have this on one side. On this side, we're going to use it to, well, it looks like I did do that backwards, because I don't want to use this to glue behind, because then we'll lose our butterflies. So I did do that backwards. There's nothing we can do now. We're just going to lose the butterflies. But I'll come back and do glossy accents on the flowers and the butterflies, especially this one. So we're going to put it this way. I'd rather put it this way. So let's take our paper, which has already been inked. Crazy little paper clip box. Okay, so we're going to glue this on here as a flap. Now this will effectively make it a right-handed page, because I don't want the text going this way upside down, then this facing this way, because then that feels to me like it's on upside down. So we're going to glue this and cover up our beautiful butterfly. In just a second, I'll show you what the carrier page ended up looking like when I, remember everything has already been inked, after I printed the envelopes on it. And I also have a piece of stationery, because I printed out a piece of typing paper the other day. Totally forgot what it was for, to be the carrier page. And then I discovered that after I trimmed the edges off, that's what it was for. So I now have, where did it go? So I now have this full-sized piece of stationery. So we're going to cut it down, then fold it up and put it inside one of the envelopes, I believe. The inside top pocket. This is what the carrier piece looked like, because you can see the outline of the envelope where I glued it on. Then you can see the line of the other side of the envelope where I glued it on, and then that leaves you with the light color in the center that was not covered either way. But this paper we're going to throw away now. Okay, so now that we've got this on here, oh, it's a little piece of blue. And that's an optical illusion that it's crooked because it's straight up against it on both sides. So the next thing that we want to do is we want to add envelope or magnets. I don't want to forget. So we're going to put one inside. Look at how many I have now. I ordered 100. I'm not going to run out anytime soon. I got them very inexpensively on AliExpress. You should have seen all the styrofoam. They were, or not styrofoam, but that flexible foam stuff. Where did I just put that envelope or magnet? Did it attach back? It did. It attached to the bottom of the box. Okay, so we're going to use a little piece of tape. And we're going to put one of the magnets inside the envelope. Okay, come here. Okay, so we're going to put it right down inside. And then we'll put one on the back, and that will keep it from floating around. That way our envelope won't flop out. Okay, so now the next thing we need to do is we're going to make small writing cards for in here, and I believe I do not have enough of this to make writing cards, and plus I think we've used this already before. So let me look here real quick. I'm all sniffly. So now, if we make 4 smaller writing cards, then we're probably going to want to make them from one of these big pages. Here's another stationery page. Okay. All right, so we want to make it out of one of these. Probably these. Move this. Okay. So we want to save the rows. So let's put it in this way. And then we'll mark where we need it to be for it to fit inside. It looks like it's going to be awfully narrow. Let's try that width. Wait a minute. What am I doing here? Where did I put my mark? Well, that's kind of crazy. How do I not see it? Did you do it at the bottom? There's a nice scrap. Yeah, and that'll fit right in there. And we want to cut it off here. Got some extra tabs, which we shouldn't need for this. You know, this seems a bit tight, doesn't it? Let's cut our height, and then we'll cut a smidge off the width. Now remember, you'll have to do this for both sides. Cut off 1/8 of an inch, make it go in and out better. I think I actually cut it off the height. No. Okay, so that's going to go in there. And let's put, I'm going to put it this way. No, let's put it where you can see some of the rows. And then we'll put a tab on it. Use one of these smaller ones that I've pre-cut and pre-inked. I have a die for this, so it cuts out, which is great. Okay. Okay, so we put that there. And we're moving it down a little bit to kind of center it where that point is. Okay, so then we'll do the other side the same way, only the pocket's going to go in this way, and then we have 2 smaller spots for tucks. Let's see what I've got for smaller. You could also take one of these envelope or circles and cover up that butterfly wing. Yeah, let's do that. That way we don't have half a butterfly sticking out. Boy, a lot of messages on my phone this morning. Alright, so then you're going to need another piece of card in here. But if it goes all the way to the edge, then you don't have any room for a tab on it. So you just have to make a straight up card. And then these 2 are tucks. Let's put these 2 in there. So there's a tuck there. Oh, I shouldn't have glued that together. I didn't. There we go. Tuck spot there, and make a card for in here. Okay. Now we're going to make a, I wrote down here small cards, but I don't think we will need this one. We could use it to make the pocket, the card for in here. All these are printed on the back. Okay. Then let's make the height all the way to the top of the envelope. We don't want it to catch when we fold the envelope over. I have to ink around all these. Okay, so when you put that straight in there, then you can just pull it out. And we did that. We did the magnets. Okay, so now all we need to do is make the pocket for here. So, where are our flowers? So we're not going to make a very deep pocket. Then this way we should be able to see the flowers out the top. And then we have these little flowers here. Put some glossy accents on that. That takes a while because you have to let it to dry before you put it on the next page. So I can only do them one page at a time and then wait for them to dry. Which it isn't that long, as you know, it just depends on how thick you put it in there and how big the section is that you're adding it to. I've been trying to do just butterflies or butterflies and flowers depending on the need of what we have. So we're going to glue these three sides to make a pocket. I had one of those Boost drinks, even though I'm not that old. What is with the glue? Okay, so let's put this on. Anyway, so I had that for breakfast, and the chocolate left a funny residue in my mouth. Now I didn't put it all the way over because of the folding and everything. So now we're just going to make the writing card. And I want to catch this on the bottom. try this as the width. You know what? We were going to use this side. Trying to look and see where I had the mark on there so I can erase it. Can't believe I don't see it again. What is wrong with my vision this morning? So let's trim this one. Now it's going to be narrower than the pocket, obviously, because we have the glue and everything in there. And that takes up space. Now that looks like it'll fit, but I think I'm going to take just like a 1/16 off. Yeah, that works a lot better. So we have to ink this, the front and the back, because it's a writing card. I'm going to check the writing cards, and I may go back through and stencil the backs of them all, depending on what stencils I have. I've got some new ones. I've got some new stamps that are the faux stitching. You know, they're long and skinny, and you can pretend like you texted or sewed across and around. And here I said that, and then I didn't even do the back. That looks like one that got printed upside down. Okay, so we've got that. And we could put something else down here, maybe a nameplate. I wonder what text we have. Where's the text? I know I had text. What if I put this bigger one on there? That would be all right. Then it would tie it in with this side over here. I'm 99% positive that there were words. I wonder if they were a little big and I didn't print them out. Could put a fussy cut here. The fussy cuts on this kit, looks like I had two. Came with a little white border around the edges, so I'm not sure. Because if I fussy cut them out close, then I'll have to try to do something about the antenna. So let's paper clip this right here while I'm thinking about it. I'm trying to decide. And then this needs to be inked on those two as well. So let's put a paper clip here so we know that there's something left to do. And I need to ink that card as well. Okay, and then this is also so I can keep track of it to take the photos. Okay, so that's also video 2, page 3, and we've made it into a right-hand page. So, video 2, page 3. Now remember, we're not necessarily putting them in that order, where this is just the order that I'm filming them in. And this is going to be a right-handed page. Okay, so we've got that one. And we could, you know, put a little decoration here and there if we wanted to. I'm going to glossy accent the butterfly though. So that's that page done. Okay, sorry for that weird jump there. I had another 30 minutes of the second page that we're going to do, which is page 4, but it was an epic fail and there was no way to fix it. So I cut that part out and we're going to do this instead. So this is our paper and it's been inked for page 4. And, come here, you. I saved these little papers that say paper because why not? And then we're going to make a floating pocket with an altered paper clip. So this should be fairly simple as long as I don't mess it up. On the back, we're going to, I printed both sides of the envelope. And I didn't worry about putting a pocket on the back, even though we could. We could put a pocket on the back and put tags in that hold the envelope shut, and that's a great idea. But we're using an altered paper clip that's going to come down to about here. And so, sorry about the ink. My nails are yellow and black and all kinds of colors. Sorry about that. That's going to come down to about here. And then we'll leave the border as the decoration. Now the page that I used the same page on both sides. I was trying to get, there's a rose on this page. Oops, there's still some of the little two-sided repositionable tape on there. I was going to print out so that the rose showed, but that didn't work. So we're just going to use this rose on the front, or maybe, remember the altered paper clip is going to come down this far on this side too. Or actually, now that I think about it, I was going to use this as a tuck to hold the envelope shut. But then I just remembered we're going to have the big paper clip there. So we will be able to decorate. I took all of the butterflies and stuff in the kit that did not print out with borders, and I inked them. Now this is an example of one that printed out with a border, and in order to ink it, it made it look dirty. So I'm not real keen on that. I'm going to put that back in the box. So we do have one dragonfly, and then we have a couple of the black and white, or blue and white tinted butterflies, and then we have a bunch in the colors. So I'm going to set those to the side. We also have this little envelope that we can put something inside, and we could clip that on with the paper clip if we wanted to. So we'll see. We've only got 30 minutes to do this. So what we're going to do, actually we're going to put a pocket on the front, but it's going to be a small pocket and it's going to be a tuck. Okay, so let's make our altered paper clip first and then see where we're at. Now we're not going to do anything to this page. We're just going to leave this as a writing space. Okay, I'm going to try to make this as easy as possible so that we can definitely get done in the time that we have set aside. Plus, every page isn't got to be some fantastical flip-flappy something. We're going to have anywhere from 24 to 36 pages, so we're not going to need every one to be something, you know, other than just maybe a pocket with a card or ephemera or something. So we're not necessarily going to do all those pages on camera either. So the first thing, oops, that's our paper clip. The first thing you want to do is get a piece of paper that is printed, and then we're going to fold it in half. Make sure that when it's folded in half, well, it almost covers the paper clip. Good grief. Let's see if this should work. And then all we're going to do is slide the paper clip down on it. I have the hole punch out because you can punch a semicircle right here, and when you slide the paper clip down in, then you don't see the top at all. But since we're so close on size here, I'm going to do it this way with a little bit of the paper clip sticking up, and we'll see how that goes. Maybe we could put a little piece of lace or something on there after the video's over. So then we're just going to want to have something larger, and I wonder how large this is going to be. I'm going to fold it in half as well. And we're going to decorate. We'll put a butterfly or something on it. And then we're going to slide it over the top. And we're just going to glue this paper to this paper. And that's all we have to do. Let's see how big this is going to be on the back. Be right there. So we could decorate this side with a butterfly with glossy accents on it. And actually I'm going to do that on here. Alright, now I folded this straight. So let's trim this up just a little bit. Okay. So let's glue this. And you have to be careful. I had one that had a pattern on it, but it was directional. So that meant one was right side up and the other was upside down, because when you fold it over, it will make this side upside down. So I picked a paper that didn't have anything on it, and then opted to put a butterfly or something on it on both sides, because you're going to see this on both sides of the page once you clip it on. And so I usually clip them on from the side. So let's glue this paper. You want a fairly good amount of glue. You want to make sure that paper clip stays in there where it's supposed to stay. Okay, then you're just going to take this paper and you're going to center it over the top. Then you're going to fold it down and stick it. So let's move it over. We want the paper clip to be in the center. We want everything to be straight. I'm going to hold it down until it sticks to the other side. Then we're going to glue this side. This paper clip is not going to stick out over the top because I didn't cut a semicircle there. Now you're going to be able to feel where the paper clip is, and there's no way around it. The paper clip is so much thicker than the paper. So you want to make sure it holds. And that's all there is to making an altered paper clip. I know this hasn't dried because it's still cold. So this will slide right down over the paper. Now I usually reach inside a little bit, and that's not glued, and stretch the paper clip out a little bit. So let's see if I can get this to... My phone's going crazy in the other room. I have to turn the notifications off. I keep forgetting. I'm sorry if this is to where you can't see it, but I have to be able to see down in there to make sure that the glue has stuck together. Now I'm not pinching this together for these two sides to glue together. I'm pinching it together so that the two sides of this paper are glued to the paper on the inside. Okay, So now this will clip over this, like so, and put it in the center. And then this will clip over the page, like this. And then, actually not like that, it's too wide that way. It'll clip on like this. Okay, and then your envelope will be there. And we're going to turn it over, of course. So now, this is the card that I made. I just cut out part of a picture sheet that would fit in here, and I thought that it was pretty. So I inked that, and we'll put that inside here. Then on this side, I wonder, once we put something on here, yeah, I still think we can put a small pocket. Let's see, this way. Cut that, and then we'll double check for the size. So we'll have this on here, this on there, yeah, that'll be fine. And then we have some small tickets in the ephemera. We should be able to find a couple of tickets to stick in there. Now we will make it a pocket and not a tuck because it's not very big. So we don't want to have things fall out. So now we're going to ink it. And I've inked the envelope. And you have to ink it all. Now I didn't ink this part right here because once you take the card out, I just want the illusion of the whole page to be there. And I didn't ink it across in here. But you could, depending on what you've got. Just be careful when you ink along this little V area that you don't get any on the inside of the envelope. Because that would not look good. So do that. And turn it over. Put over and make sure we're putting it on the bottom and not the top. And this really is going to be just for something very, very small. Okay, we're just going to stick this on here. Okay, now let's decorate our paper clip and then see where we're at. Okay, I've got all this stuff. I have 2 of these roses actually. We could put, I think those are too big. This little envelope. I think we're going to go with a couple of the smaller ones. Maybe we'll put one on this side. Do I have another one? No. I'm going to put this one on this side. That would be pretty. And then, where's the other? Then we have another bigger one. Maybe this one. My Scan and Cut actually cut out the little antenna on that. I don't know if you can see. The camera focus for a second. That it still has the little antennae on there. It's amazing. When it cuts, it really does cut. Yeah, and we'll put this one on the other side. Or what about this one? Yeah, let's put this one on the other side and it'll pick up the blue. And I've already inked these. And I'm just going to glue them in the center. I don't think I really want that to stick out over the edge. Keep moving it around. And then you can just decorate this as you would. Once you put the altered paper clip on there, you want to check it out and see. This is white on the back. It's too bad we don't have another one of these. You could do it back to back, and then you wouldn't really see them. Yeah, that won't cover that up. And I've got some words too. We can put a word on there. Yeah, I think I'm just going to put the butterfly on there. See, if I would have thought about it, I would have done that to the other butterfly, and that way it would look more even. And then I'll come back off camera, because I'm going to do that on all three of these as well. We'll put some glossy accents on them. I love that stuff, in case you can't tell. I'll just stick him on there. And then, let me see with this small... Yeah, these are pockets. Those are bigger. Pretty sure I have, yeah, see I have a smaller ticket here and here. Scan and cut 8, that one. I think I like the two that I picked out the best. Oh, I don't know, look at these little ones. I think I'm going to change my vote. Usually I put the little ones on the top. So we're not going to need the glue anymore. We're going to label this video 2, page 4, right or left, which it can be because you can clip it on the side on either side, but I think it would look better on the right with the envelope clipped on this side. So I'm actually going to mark this as a right side page. And then let me make that in my notes. So when I type this up for you, then all the information you need will be on there. Okay, so let's take our tickets. We'll put one in each side. They need to be inked. I didn't ink all of the ephemera like I normally do. So yeah, what I was trying to do was make a floating envelope, or a floating pocket with an altered paper clip with the envelope having a window in it. And I tried to take the envelope apart so that I could cut the window out. That didn't work. I tried to cut it with it shut, which it did cut it with it shut, but then it was just, there was no way to put a paper behind the window and then be able to open it up and put something in here. I would have had to put the paper all the way up to there. Anyway, it was a big mess. It was an epic fail. And that's all I'm going to say about that. So this slides right on like this, and it'll clip onto the page like so. And we're just temporarily going to put it on there until we glue this into the book. And then we will, yeah, I just realized. It looked upside down to me, now it does still too. That's alright, butterflies fly up and down. So this is going to be the one on our main page, and then this will be the one that shows on the other side, and the envelope will be closed. I don't know how I managed to do that. And then we will have this like this. Yeah, he's stuck on there really good. So the other way to fix this is to flip it over to the other side, which is no big deal. Just make it a left page instead of a right. I don't like the butterfly looking upside down. Let's try this. Let's see where we're at. Much better. Okay, so it's going to be a lefty. Okay, so that's all we need to do on that. You can decorate it up some more. There's plenty of ephemera, and I probably will too, on the back side. Yeah, and that's all you need for your floating pocket and your altered paper clip for this page. So let me move this out of the way. And I'll probably put a word, maybe a sentiment right here, so it doesn't cover the flower. And then we've labeled it Video 2, page 4, left. We'll clip that on there so we know when I'm taking pictures and doing the flip through. That's what it is. All right. Well, that's all for this video, and I'll see you in the next video, and that will be just a second for you and a day for me. Okay, bye-bye.